Hey there. How are you guys doing this evening? Are we here? Can you see me? Don't want my lights to kind of get all in the way, but anyway, greetings. Good afternoon. You guys ready? You ready? Get ready. Okay. As we all know, today is Sunday, January 19th. Woo! Tomorrow's going to be a cold day. It's going to be a cold day tomorrow. Don't you think? It's going to be a cold day. I'm going to tell you why it's going to be a cold day to me. But anyhow, let me do this first. Welcome to Sky while minding my own business. And we're doing a what the hell just happened this week segment, just to close the week out. Let's just go into it. So if you are anyone like me, you are terrified for tomorrow. You're absolutely terrified. The reason why I have so much fear and anxiety is because I witnessed his first administration. And we made it. Can I say that? Can I say we survived? Those who survived it. Cold world. Millions of people died on his watch. Millions. And I truthfully don't understand how people saw the shenanigans that went on while he was in office. Rather, it was a global pandemic and millions dying to fake. Just everything about what he did was fake. He gave us fake information. He gave us all of the wrong information. Everything to know about this virus, he's lied to us about, including the vaccinations. Rather, it was bleach, rather, it was plumbing liquids. I'm surprised he didn't tell us to embalm ourselves, did he? But it was really strange, really weird that he was able to tell us all of these things, spend millions of our dollars on fake vaccinations that were created by friends of his. Also, to put people in place that was not career experienced in politics or in the CDC. And it was very cringing to watch us go through that. It was cringing because I watched people not know what's going on. I watched people not be told, you hear me, the information that they should have been told to survive, to be able to treat themselves and their family members. But this was something that it didn't attack one bracket. It did not. It started with elderly. If you guys remember, it started elderly in the old country in Italy. If you guys remember, the reason why it was so big overseas in Europe, things like that. The reason why it was so big there, because if you guys remember, if you look at how Italy is geographically structured, what their streets are made out of, their canals, things like that. They have streets that are only water. You have to travel by gondola. It's very beautiful, but it also put them at risk of rising seawater from things. Another thing that this president do not believe in that is science. He don't believe in healthcare. He don't believe in medical. He don't believe in science. He don't believe in scientific mathematics. He don't know what economy is, and he don't know how to run and operate a business like the United States at all. He has no idea. And furthermore, in the old country, they have a lot of cobblestone. When it gets wet there, the cobblestone in their geographical area is good, and it's a bad thing. The reason why it's a good thing is because they have their natural funnels. They are naturally funneled, so they don't need to have as many sewer lines and potholes as we do. But the opposite side of Italy having a lot of water in cobblestone is that it hinders mildew, and it causes a lot of black lung. It causes a lot of breathing issues. Even though the people in Italy lives a long time, they have a very long lifespan. When these things transpired with this virus, it took them out by the millions. By the time we knew anything about it, it was clearly already 50,000 already gone. Also, if you realize in their country, they do burials. They're a lot of them are Catholic, so they do burials. When you bury things and you grow as many things in Italy, like olives, tomatoes, you grow a lot of things in your soil. You're contaminating the soil with the fluids from deceased bodies. And the deceased bodies, the fluid goes inside of the mud, the side of the soil. And basically, it ends up harvesting and growing inside of your foods. And eventually, if you're doing all these burials by the hundreds, it is contaminating the soil all over. So these are things that you guys eat and grow out of every day. And if you eat these things and they're growing and you're growing them yourself, this is the same soil. The water rinses down from houses and buildings and lands that are from the further up, and it gets mixed up. And basically, that is how you fester up diseases like coronavirus, and it spread the way it does, and it take out the way it does, because Italy is an older citizen country, so it's getting older. Unlike the United States, we don't welcome elderlies. We don't welcome age. We don't welcome grasping the notion that we're getting older. But it's to here we have to make everything cosmetic and surfaced. When you look at the old country like Italy, Italy went down hard because of the geographical landscape in other countries. Getting back to the administration that was in office, which was the Trump administration, that failed us all. I am terrified of tomorrow, because it's not just what happened last January, that he's trying to get as far away from January 6th as he possibly can. What's so bad about it and how disrespectful that was is that Black people were not the people that stormed the Capitol and said, you know what? You don't deserve to be in office. This and this and this and this and this and that. We weren't the ones leaving our party, coming up to vote for an insurrection of a riot. We weren't the ones that did that. The people that came up there and left the party were not of our color. So therefore, that means across the aisle, on the same political aisle that you come from, the Republican aisle that you curved off and made the Trumpican redneck society, you literally made so many Republicans cross over because their life became at risk behind the people that you incite, the people that you enrage with your toxic language, with your rhetoric of untruths, and with your consistent conspiracy theories that evens out to be as worse as when you start them, they end just as worse. Hey, sis. Hey, you guys. I'm sorry about that. I hope if you guys can feel what I'm talking about, it is no problem. I'm going to be what I call my political hostro for a second, because tomorrow is a very big day that was taken away from African Americans that actually we've had to move several times. When it was 2020, they did not allow us to celebrate January 19th. If you go and look at January 19th of 2020, look at how it was celebrated. Look how it was overshadowed by the insurrection of Trump's party in his reckless, racist. It's too early in this episode to let me say, yeah, you redneck sons of bastards. I'm not going to go there and say that racist. My political vomit is about to come up. So let me drink some water, because they ain't got enough ropes for this neck. I'm just telling you. I'm going to get it out, because tomorrow's going to be different. Look what just happened. TikTok was just taken offline long enough for Trump to add another layer of Cheeto Crunch, extra spicy with the lemon slice. It was just long enough for him to add that, and that's how long it stayed offline. But if you take TikTok away from people like him, who has a TikTok brain, a TikTok mindset, he thinks like TikTok, like this. That's how he thinks. He can function on TikTok. It's people that get off TikTok that be as cockeyed as the TikTok on the clock. By the time you get off of TikTok, literally, you are almost stressed out. And I am dead ass serious. I go and I click on TikTok just to go to my page, and it bring up 19,000 videos that I did not ask, and they play loud as hell. It scared the hell out you. I would rather it be porn that pop up and scare the hell out of me than for me to get on there and it's a 1,900-pound lady trying to ride a bike with a G-string on and eat a Crunch bar. I don't know what the hell I'm about to watch on TikTok, but somebody gonna be DJing butt naked with some goddamn skates and some knee pads and elbow pads and some glitter on his eyebrows. I don't know what I'm gonna see when I look at TikTok. So I go on TikTok and I square up, because I don't know what TikTok finna do. I'm gonna slap the shit out of TikTok. I don't know what I'm about to find when I log on to TikTok, and it's scary. So you gotta put your phone down and walk up on it. Like, you gotta sneak up on TikTok. It'll get you. You'll be up there with your kids, and TikTok will come on and, boy, cause a damn accident in your house. I'm dead. Like, no. So TikTok is for the billionaire boy club that signed up for him. That's the Bezos. That's the Mark Zuckerbergs, and who was on his payroll of billionaire boys that helped buy their position in his administration was Elon Musk. He going at it at Elon Musk because Elon Musk want that immigration thing signed, so the immigrants that come here and get wealthy can stay here and be nationalized, civilized, and create and cultivate their own language here off the backs of us. Like he did. He didn't come over here rich. He came over here with that ugly ass face. I don't know if he was behind the plane when it took off and the jets kicked in, but he got that face that looked like he stand behind the airplane when the jets turn on, and that high power, and his face looked like it's trying to dodge it. He do got a SpaceX face though. Now that I think about it, that's probably why he wanted to name it SpaceX. Because can't nothing on earth describe him in Trump's face. Interesting. I wonder if other planets is hiring, because I'm finna get up off of here. And I don't know how other planets is with disability, but I'm on full disability here, and I got some issues that I might have on other planets that might be actually curable there. So if I got migraines, or I got bad feet, or my back always hurting, or I got a badass tooth, I think if I go to another planet, they should have some good benefits. Shouldn't you think? I mean, anything is better than here. I would go live in Canada, because at least I know they ain't gonna turn my PG&E off. because it's too goddamn cold up there to not have no damn heat. And I like my toes. They cute. Cute. I need my toes. Got too many shoes. Anyway, back to it. Look at this TikTok shit. Okay. Anyhow, so to open it back up about what was going on January 2020 was we were all dying and surviving. I took a lot of videos of grocery stores. If you guys don't remember, we was having food shortages. You would go into the stores, the wide chain stores, and it was empty. There was no toilet paper. There was hardly any bleach. It looked like it was in a pandemic because of the majority of our imports come from China. China was not allowed to export. Their ports were full, all the way full, stacked up to the sky to export, but they were not allowed to. And you could not export to the United States. The European countries also banned it as well because they didn't know what the hell was going on, but they listened to the CDC that I listened to from CSNBC, and they announced it, and she was fired. The head of the CDC at the time, Trump fired her for telling the world that there was a deadly virus coming from Wuhan, China. She was the first one who aired it out in the United States. The doctor that was an optometrist surgeon, he is the one discovered in Wuhan, and he and his partner died from COVID. But anyhow, if you guys survived and you ain't dead, don't hold your breath again. Breathe right now. Breathe today. Breathe, because they didn't stole Black history from us, which we should have been able to celebrate Black History Month in January, where we have a president birthday in January, or we have a Black leader in January that should be able to get a 30 to 31 day month, which we don't. Since the insurrection happened in January, we no longer have that month that belongs to us. It actually starts to pivot over to the Trump people in the Caucasian nation. And it's crazy because all of the president's birthdays, they celebrated in January. Then it moved to, they start celebrating it also in February. There's 2 presidents' birthdays in February that they started telling Black people, and then started telling others, hey, especially African Americans, you can choose to take off for Martin Luther King's birthday or President's Day. Why is that my option when my coworker takes both of them off? It's not an if or. You know what I'm saying? She was able to take both days off, and I was offered I either could take the President's Day or Martin Luther King's Day. My question to you is, what difference does it make which one of them I take, because you only offer me one when the other race is not offered the same thing? So why are they able to take 2 days off out of that month, but I have to choose if I want to be with the President's Day or if I want to be with Black history? Crazy. I remember Malcolm X's birthday used to be on the map too, in May. We don't have a heritage month anymore. We don't have a heritage that belongs to us. We don't have a culture that belongs to us anymore. That's for another show. Don't make me mad. I get the backhanding and windmilling on everybody in here. Let's get I got a lot of notes. And we're about to jump on in here and get in some other people's business, because I feel like doing it and they ain't gonna do nothing about it, and they ugly. Anyway, let's start with, I haven't heard anybody talk about this on any platforms except Japan's. I want to give my condolences and my prayers out to Japan that was hit with a 6.9 earthquake, and they were on tsunami warning. I think I heard about this on Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure. I do want to wish and pray for Godspeed, and I being on the same Pacific coastline. I understand how it is. I'm in California. We in the rock with your nation. So we already know how to duck and move. And Japan is by far one of the most retrofitted places to ever be. The only problem is while you over here being able to dodge from the buildings, because the buildings do this. They sway with you. They not stiff. You know what I'm saying? Like a white person dancing. It's not like that. Their businesses sway, their buildings sway. The problem is that the streets do the same damn thing. So while you trying to run and stay in the middle of the street, because the way their pole lines are is different than in our states. It's different than how ours is. So they don't really have to worry about power lines so much like we do. But having to run in the middle of the street and your street is doing this. It's crazy. Then on top of that, they are bi-coastal. They're coastline prone, which leaves them prone to the water environment, the Pacific coastline environment. So they're surrounded by water. And so by the time you can get your feeding in on the earthquake, the tsunami starts. So you have another warning. And that is very scary living in a place like Japan, in Hawaii, because it don't take long for a tsunami to form at all. I think it takes less than 12 minutes, depending on the depth of the water. But normally it's going to be bad, period. The Pacific coast is the Pacific Ocean is the deepest ocean. So those waves come in deep, they come in long, and they come in wide. So God bless and Godspeed. Also, I want to talk about these Trump cabinets that came up. The two Trump consequential people to come up. Mark Rubio as Secretary of State. Hell no! Excuse me. Woo, winter allergies. And then we have Pam is it Birdie or Bondi? Oh, Bondi. I'm sorry. Pam Bondi. Bullshit. I don't like her. She's for the Attorney General, and they got grilled. Shout out to my Senator Arono. I love her. I love her. She is my Hawaiian Pacific lady. I love her. She goes in for the gusto. Are you a Trump loyalist? Will you follow the law of the people, or will you be loyal to Trump? She couldn't answer it. When they said, do you acknowledge that Trump did not win the election? She did like this. I know white people ain't got no lips, but I know them duck things them ducks do something because they talk a lot of you know what I'm saying? So they lips work. Hers did not work. She was asked another question too by another senator. And he asked her about birtherism. And do she agree that there should be birtherism here? Will you go after people without birthrights in the United States that are Trump's political rivals? She says, I'm not quite sure of what the Amendment 14 actually is about, but I will go and study it. I will study birthright citizenship. I will love to meet with you regarding it. He cooked her boots. He said, first of all, you're running for Attorney General. You should know every amendment there is. How are you in politics running for an office as big as the Attorney General, who helps also to protect the amendment and the people, and you don't know what the hell you protecting? So that must mean that you're going in with an already preset agenda of who you're going in to protect and who you're a loyalist of. Sounds familiar? Sound like a Republican, right? That don't acknowledge that there was an insurrection, that don't acknowledge that Trump lied about the election, that don't acknowledge that there's science, that don't acknowledge that windmills did not create cancer, that don't acknowledge that non-white American firefighters created the fires. Trump will be mad at anybody, any state, any country that don't give him what he wants and don't support him. He won off of younger people on TikTok. The reason why, let's burn him. Let's burn it. I said I was going to get a political host show a few minutes. Let me go back into it. The reason why Trump put the youth and saying that he won with them on TikTok is because one of his number one investors on TikTok. The Billionaire Boy Club are the number one supporters of TikTok because they've gotten wealthier since TikTok has been started because they got their own stores on TikTok. So if you thought that TikTok was going to stay down, you had another thing coming. TikTok is like a good hoe. Can't keep her down at all. At all. Going into BBL Dre. See? Let's go into Duck Lips Drake. Duck Lips Drake. Let's go into him. Okay, so he initially dropped the lawsuit against Spotify and UMG. Spotify said that they came to an agreement, and it's a private agreement. It was between them, and basically that their part of the deal is sealed and they're not commenting on it. Oh, but UMG did not comment and say anything like that. They let Spotify go ahead and take one and duck one, but UMG is like, no, you want to re-up on a new lawsuit that used the same machines that pushed you in your agenda. You want us to not allow the same artists on the same label to be able to utilize the same machines to push their agenda and utilize their musical talents as they did for you. It's not fair that the clear guy right here, clear skin, decides that I don't want to play fair. I don't want to share my toys. I don't want nobody else to be able to be as big as me. I am jealous. I'm insecure. And that's why I keep changing who the hell I am, because I don't like who I am. I don't like what I see. Drake is so anal bothered that it wasn't the fact that UMG pushed Kendrick music. It was the fact that he clearly lost. Clearly lost. In this situation, the bully finally got swung on and got whooped in front of everyone. The bully finally was taken down. The massive giant was finally taken down, and he's mad about it. He booty hurt, butt hurt about it. And it's nothing he can do about it, because what you did do is this. You pissed off a giant. Now you're trying to go after Lucius Grain. Now go back, videos. I did videos over a year ago about Lucius Grain and his close relationship to Diddy. And also the whole Grammy, all of the music, all of the awards is Lucian Grain. So with UMG is not only going to show Drake that you don't bully us. We are the ones who do the bullying. So what they're going to do is exactly what the hell you complaining about now. You've already made these complaints of what they're doing with Kendrick Lamar's music compared to what they have been doing for over a decade with your music, and how every other artist did not have as much as people helping them, machines pushing them, the AIs and bots working for them. When they were working for you, oh, you was cool. You didn't sold this catalog to UMG. Now you owe them another album, and on your way out, we all hope you get fired on. Bow, bow, bow. You thought you was going somewhere, light skin? Who you thought wasn't finna show you not like us? And he did. You not like us at all. You ran to the white. Excuse me, can you call your manager? You old Karen ass. Drake, Keisha, Michelle, Karen Rose, BBL. I don't know who the hell you think you are, but obviously you think your clear skin makes you triumph over everybody else. And obviously it's worked. It's worked. You've got your way this entire time. It's worked in your favor the entire time. But once it don't work in your favor, you mad. But the problem is that before it started to not work in your favor, they were not pushing the diss tracks like you are complaining about. You pushed his diss track, stupid. Wheelchair your ass back in front of this TV. Let me tell you something. You pushed his diss track. Then you helped elevate when Like Us came out. Thing start swinging. Your ass start ducking and getting hit and can't windmill back. So you mad and you want to call and report the problem to the school. Because you've been bullying people on the damn schoolyard and you mad because somebody done bopped your ass and you can't do nothing about it. You can't swing on them. You can't outsell him right now. You can't out talent wise him. You cannot lyrically do what Kendrick has done to you. And the reason why is because you did you to you. You got to remember what you said in the beginning. You fed him the information that he is saying, correct? So how's it defamation the character and the label UMG pushing out a fake narrative if it's what you told him? Stupid. It's what you claim you told them. Do he not get it? Baba, did you not feel him? Literally, you said you gave him the information. Was he calculated? Yeah. But you from a frozen country, your face is already, you should have been ready for it because you started it. How do the bully complain about getting beat up when he started it? You can't keep starting shit and think you're going to win. Because even, I hate to say it, but even Slick 'em Down Baby Oil, Diddy slapped the brew balls and Mario coins at your ass for being disrespectful. He slapped, maybe Diddy put some Slick 'em oil, the Diddy baby daddy baby oil on his hand and came back from Jesus Christ and slapped you into Scientology heavens. Bow! That's probably what happened. I can see that happening because they said you didn't do nothing. You went at his boyfriend Meek. Allegedly. But you went after his baby daddy. That nigga called. Well, anyway, Slick 'em baby daddy juice oil down, slapped the hell out of Drake, and Drake didn't do nothing about it. I'm told that Drake liked to be slapped because he's not going to do nothing about it. Now, regardless to Diddy slapping you, you still sold millions of albums after that, right? Did UMG continuously push out your music after Diddy slapped the Mario coins at your ass? They still pushed your shit, right? So nothing happened after Diddy slapped you because you continuously sold music and you still poked at Meek. You stopped playing with Pusha T, though. Try it. Now, you complained that Pusha T, and also academics complain that Pusha T used information, the same information that Kendrick used. No. Academics, you are not an artist. You are not a writer. Therefore, lyricists and rap artists use lyrics to describe what they're going through, what they're saying, and their message that they need you to know. Kendrick is a poet. Stupid. Ain't nobody told you that? He won a Nobel Peace Prize. Come on now. He did. Did you know that? He's a poet. He was not a rapper first. He was a strict poet, and he's a conscious poet. You clear skin broth water thought that you was going to come on our earth and come at somebody with my complexion and thought you was going to play this and not this? Bitch, please. You and all your BBL can go right back to wherever the hell you from, wherever you didn't order them body parts from, and them duck lips. I got somewhere for them duck lips to go. Stay around for tomorrow. But basically, you're mad because a machine that pushed you to being who you are, that pushed you to making them think that you write your own music. This is the same machine that pushed you. And that's their artist too. So they're not supposed to use the same machine. Because he's in the same vehicle, is he not entitled to the same seatbelt? He's not entitled to an airbag, but you are, and y'all in the same car. Y'all both in the back seat of the same vehicle, and he's not allowed to have a seatbelt, and you are. You're the only one that can see out the window. He can't. Is that what we do? Well, we might as well accept it. The new administration coming in that's about to let you know how these clear mucks finna show you how they're about to take over and how it's not about to be another goddamn election. Trump is trying to make sure that he is the last term president, and he was trying to implement these dictator communist ways that he see from Russia, from Iran, and all these places. He's trying to mimic these places that he would never get out of office again. And once he's dead, it goes down to Don Jr. And it goes down, and it goes down, and it goes down. Y'all keep forgetting he got a child with Melania Barron. So therefore, his wife is an immigrant, and he wants to get rid of immigrants. I guess that's the way of getting rid of your wife, right? Well, your son, birtherism rights won't matter here either. Just like nobody else birtherism rights would matter here that is not born here. Birtherism rights for them who got immigrant parents, it's not going to work. One parent as an immigrant means that you're an immigrant child and you don't belong in the United States. Both parents have to be from the United States, born in the United States, for you to be here for birtherism. That is it. That is all. Let's go. I'm not going to spend that. Trump said day one in office, if Hamas and Israel don't come to terms to release the hostages, he's coming in and he's raising hell. When have he not come in the building and raised hell? I don't think that you're okay. He's pals with Erdogan, and he's pals with Israel, with Netanyahu, and he's friends with Hamas. So it's going to make him sound like a big guy that he's going to come in and do these things when he get in office day one, because it makes his base sound good. He's speaking to the Trumpers, the Retrumpicans. That's who he's speaking to. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in on this Sunday. I know we need to be doing stuff, but tomorrow, what we are supposed to be taking in as glorifying to welcome us into supposedly Black History Month. We are now welcoming in on MLK Day inauguration of a redneck. I've always thought Trump wanted to be black. I thought he wanted to be black, but he's too clumsy. He's not agile. He's not talented. He's not cute. Nothing about him is handsome. He don't know how to dress. He can't walk right. You know, black people. If we can't do nothing else in life, we got to walk. We got to talk. We got style. And we can do so. That's why they always wanted to get us and mimic us. Remember the movie? Get Out. Get Out. of their bodies to get into ours. Look at the skin glowing. Look at the skin glowing. This is Trump. What is colors is this? This is Trump color. We're about to have a president that's coming into office that's this color. I feel sorry for our pixels in our eyes, squiggly lines in our eyes. Be careful. We're about to get microwaved. Anyhow, shout out to Charlemagne. While I'm all up in their business, I want to give a shout out to Charlemagne. I want to give a shout out to the Breakfast Club. I want to give a shout out to Alex, Wendy Williams' niece, that she loves so much, who's her number one supporter, which I don't know why should not have been her caretaker if that's what she supposedly needed. What I heard, Wendy was very much reserved. She couldn't go off the way she wanted to. She sounded like the old Wendy that got a lot to say in a little bit of time to get it out, and so much personality that she was also running into legality terms that she couldn't say certain things, but Alex was. But Alex also was being very calculated on what she said, because she do know that at the end of this episode on the Breakfast Club, her aunt has to be locked in with these people who are holding her hostage, and they're holding her hostage against her will. She don't want to be there. She's in a luxury prison, and she's pretty much in solitary confinement. The people that are on her floor is up in their 90s and things like that. They have full on dementia. She don't talk to them, things like that. She don't come out of her room. Her door is locked. The elevator floor is locked, so she can't even get off the elevator floor. When one of the people from the Breakfast Club went up there to go and visit her, and she knew that the girl was coming, she was on the phone with her. They told her that Wendy Williams was not there. It was very fishy, things is going on, but basically to tell her that she's not there and that she has to leave. Wendy Williams watched her walk back down the street and was crying because she couldn't leave. It's nothing she can do. She can't go down to the elevator. Sabrina, who is her caretaker, I don't know what the fuck she caring for, but it is not Wendy Williams. Wendy sounds like she is afraid. She's been afraid. This disease that they're saying she has, I believe that they have been feeding her so much medication to keep her zonked, to keep her looking tripped out, to keep her looking natted and her hair all over the place and makeup look a mess, not keeping her up to the terms of how Wendy Williams would keep herself. So every time we seen her on the defense and the decline. We didn't see her talking. We just seen her just aloof. And this time when we heard her, we almost saw her. And she's ready to go home. She's afraid she won't be able to see her dad and that this would be his last year. She don't know. But Sabrina is telling her that she's not going to be able to go see her dad, and she don't even want to repeat those words because she cries when she thinks of it. She don't have access to her family. She's not allowed to have her phone to have access to the people that she has access to. I think she said she had $18 to her name in her hands, and she can't even get the type of water she likes to drink. Just the basic necessities of what she's asking for is not a lot. To take care of her is not a lot. She seems like she's a very much homebody, and she's not problematic besides of the things that was holding her down at the time. My mom was suffering from a form of alcoholic dementia as well, and she was nowhere near the capacity of what we saw Wendy Williams in the past. Actually, my mom was very much aware of everything before she passed recently, and it wasn't from alcoholic dementia. But I do want to say to Wendy's families and support, don't stop. Actually, go harder. You guys need to sign a petition. It was a good idea for Charlemagne to have this interview with her, because I don't think that she would have opened up with anybody else first before it was to Charlamagne, because that's who she trusted the most. And that actually opened the door for the Don Lemons and the other podcasters and things like that. I feel so sorry for someone in a position like that is held against their will and they don't want to be there, and there's no reason for them to be there. There's no reason for Wendy to still be in that conservatory situation, and I do wish that it changed for her. I do, but it better not be me. I'm not gonna say what I've been did, but it'll look like Michael Myers woke up in the hospital. And I'm going after it. Everybody finna catch it. Everybody catching it. Everybody's catching it. Okay. She also made her analysis that she said this decades ago about Diddy, about what he did, what he's known for. Remember, he got her fired from the radio station and things like that, banned her from being hired, which opened up her to have an avenue on TV. And she never stopped spilling the beans about Diddy. It just now that it's come to roost. The chickens, the roosters has come home to roost. And she's so aware right now that she can even remember when she told us this and said, and there's going to be more. And he should be in jail for the rest of his life. He's a nasty, disgusting animal. So, sounds like she's sound to me. Okay, let's go to the Jigaboos, who's performing that shucking and jiving for the inauguration for the Cheeto Crunch flavored spicy shell Taco Bell value pack. Okay, so the Jigaboos that will be shucking and jiving and dancing for the white man would be, they said, rappers, Snoop Dogg. I would say that he was high when he agreed, but he made a joke. And he made a joke that says like this: who's going to be performing for the master? I am. I will. I perform for the master. I get out there and shuck and jive for the master. He did. Yes, he did. Go look at it. Yes, he did. And he's bragging that, who's going to perform for Trump? Motherfucking me. The coin is good. I'm going. You sound like Chrisette Michelle. But that was confused because they said rappers. And then they said Nelly. And I'm like, the hell in here? Who? Nelly? No, he was a country dude who was a cool black guy that hung around people that did a form of music. And he did a form of nursery rhymes in the form of rapping. Would that make him a rapper? I'll go around her, but not a rapper. Anyway, the Jigaboos will be out jigabooing tomorrow at a jigaboo plantation near you. Bring your cotton picking nigga friends and get on out there and support your nigga. Your good old cracker barreled ass nigga getting out there shucking and jiving for the white man. Oh, you know what? Roseanne Barr's a rapper too now. Have her perform with you. Let me tell you how fast this culture is about to cancel Snoop, because we don't give a damn. Old Country Road is where you can send Nelly. We don't give a damn about him. But Snoop, you've been on the same stage as my future wife, Martha Stewart. How dare you double back behind Martha Stewart in Martha Stewart world on her internet and say, you finna go shuck and jive and put your neck in a noose and get it on in for the white man. I'm so mad at you. I wish you get gout in both your knees before you get on stage. And I hope you get a vaginal birth defect in your throat. And I hope your hair fall out. Either one of y'all. I don't give a damn. Nelly, I hope your teeth get bigger and your Adam apple get big enough to where it'll provide you with enough talent. Snoop, I'm upset with you, and I think that you should be banned from being able to join the world of the 420 ever again. I'm gonna hate you, and I'm not gonna listen to any more of your music like I'm banned from listening to R. Kelly. I'm listen to damn R. Kelly. He raped me. But anyway, the Jigaboos is coming near you. Ban them. Cancel the culture. Get rid of these shucking and jiving, jigaboo dancing ass, clear folk loving ass people. Get rid of them. Bye. 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 Snoop, you ain't made no music that nobody really want to listen to since the Dog Pound. I don't give a damn. I ain't been on listen to that duck ass shit that you been playing. I don't want to hear that ugly ass music. Bye. I don't want to hear it. I don't care. I don't care no more. Snoop, you have lost me. You are fired. You are no longer black to me. You is a shucking and jiving nigga. I'm done with you. And Nelly, I don't even know where you was at. So, bye. Okay, Lee County Uber driver Felix Torres was sentenced to life for stalking, lying in wait, and raping one of his passengers, a female. He dropped her off. He watched her get ready to go into her apartment and chased her down and raped her. Sorry, sexually assaulted her. SA. I don't know what the hell is we can say on earth no more, but we can keep Trump in politics, but we can't talk. They're going to take fact checking away and let this old random ass orange blob say whatever the hell he want to on Martha Stewart internet that I be watching on. Can't. Oh, he make my ear itch. You know how some people make you wish that Earth was straight and they just walk right the hell off? Like, maybe they should not make hell so far down, because sometimes when some people trip, hell should be right there. Just fall right on in. Stop waiting for us to cremate you and bury you and engrave stuff to put you in or under or inside of. Just go ahead and fall right off into hell. Trump, please be the first test driver. I want you to. You are the right skin complexion to make it to hell. I promise you are. You are. I also hope and pray that Columbus come back around and pick up his people and take him back around to where his people pay for him to get on the boat at and coronavirus to death. And I hope y'all all get a throat yeast infection. I hate you and nobody likes you, you ugly. Your wife don't like you. One of your kids don't like you. Nobody likes you but Roseanne Barr and the people that look like her. And she's the trailer park president for the United States. And we saw that little raggedy ass video she did. You know what? It don't bother me, because once again, you prove to us, to the almighty African American black people, that still to even be relevant, to even have class, to even have grace, to even have talent, to even poke fun at somebody, you still got to steal the culture off the backs of the blacks. You still got to steal our culture to even dish your own people. You got to act black to act cool, for somebody to respect the fact that you are racist, redneck, camel toe in the throat. Why can't they all be on the same Air Force One at the same time? And somebody accidentally GPS go off with a drone, and I don't know, it can just be a friendly collision. What's wrong with it? It's not hostile. Do it in the Gulf of America and blame it on Mexico. He does. He do it all the time. Thank you, by the way, to Mexico and Canada for helping us in Southern California for our fires. We look up to you. We thank you so much. Thank you for keeping us in your prayers and coming out here fighting in the air, on ground, and on water. Thank you for so much support. California and the people in California need it. And I pray and hope that Trump lands in the fire. Just rotisserie him once. So we can get that complexion together. We can even that complexion out. We can chop that complexion up, and because he look kind of, sometimes he looked like a noodle pack, like some ramen noodle color, the juice. And I'm looking at it actually right now on TV. And if I turn the TV around, you can look. He's about this color as the ramen noodle bowl on TV. So for everyone that is going to be dealing with anxiety, terms of wanting to not be here anymore, but be on another planet. For those who will want to sabotage the inauguration, the best thing to do tomorrow is everybody barbecue. Play all black stuff, all black everything. They not like us. Everybody all over the world already bumped. They not like us. Everybody need to be out barbecuing, cooking pig feet, out there just shaking, thumping, all the inauguration, bumping outside the inauguration. I'm just saying, we all need to pull up with speakers outside the tundra and just blast music, and just any type of music that would drown out what the hell this inauguration would be saying. And I think we should just embrace a world of confusion, uncomfortable change, and uncomfortable conversations. So I'm going to end that off on there. Good luck to all the teams today that played, all the teams that won yesterday. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to my folks in Detroit. I know it hurt, but so was the Packers. Anyhow, shout out to Kansas City, all the teams that won, everybody that got ready to go out and watch them games in that cold ass weather. It's gonna be cold day in hell tomorrow too, so enjoy the weather. Anyhow, get ready for the Super Bowl. I guess that's the only thing that we can look forward in February is the Super Bowl, and it probably be the Super Trump Bowl by then. He might change that too. Y'all better be careful. Y'all might wake up and he might be on your ID. So I don't know. He trying to change a whole lot of stuff. And I wish he would send me back to where the hell I was from, because I think that they owe me reparations any goddamn way. And if I know that I'm from where the hell I think I'm from, y'all owe me some Section 8 too, because I'd be damned if I've been sent back paying all these goddamn bills and rent, and y'all owe me on my dang on planet. No. Y'all finna, I could take my earrings off. I get the windmill. I don't care about none of y'all. But just, you don't have to meet me nowhere. I'm pulling up. Let me find out where I am naturally from, because my family keeps saying that we from Monroe, Louisiana, and that our land was the land that they have the city hall on. I want all my goddamn cities and halls and rooms. I want all my stuff back. You ain't keeping this in the mines. No. Bye. You ain't keeping my land. I want my stuff, and I want my reference. I want all my land. I want it right now. Little orange ferret face. You guys enjoy your evening with you just a cutie cute. You cutie cute. Tune in tomorrow. I'm gonna have my girls on here, and we're gonna talk about what Trump means to us. They might be allowed to cuss tomorrow. Just letting you know this. They cute. Anyway, bye, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow.